Hi there. I know that the Market Leader Business Suite has been shut off now, and we are going to be transferring all of our contacts and all that stuff over to the Market Leader Basic, except for those of you who may have gone Pro and are working with a Pro account assistant, or have gone with another CRM. This, of course, wouldn't apply to them, but I wanted to show you real quick what it's going to look like activating the new eEdge system and then uploading your contacts back into there. So you should have your contacts sent to you. I emailed all of those out, and you should be able to upload those. So from your MyKW, just like normal, click into either My Leads, My Contacts, or My Marketing, and it's going to take you to this site right here, because since we deactivated Professional or Business Suite. It's going to take you to here. Of course, Market Leader wants you to go Pro, which is $100 a month, and it will give you basically the same capacity as you had before, but it's $100 a month. So the difference between Pro and the standard eEdge is mainly marketing material, where you would have 80 to 120 different flyers or campaigns or something like that. You might have 20 to 30 different ones in eEdge. Pro just has a lot more. You do have a couple of more email response capacities and stuff like that if you're really active in it. And if you're really active in it and really need to utilize the advanced email capacities and advanced lead gen capacities, then it may very well be worth the $100 a month. If you're not in that zone, then there's not a whole lot of reason to go Pro. So there's your 2 cents from me. So from here, if you're not going Pro, you just click the gray box that says no thanks, activate eEdge. It's going to launch you into Market Leader. See here it says Keller Williams eEdge system. It's $0. This is the stuff that's free to you. You simply make sure your information down here is correct. And I'm actually going to change this. My kw.com email address. Make sure Keller Williams Biltmore Partners in there. Our address there, 85016, that's all good. And here's your signature. You just have to type your name. It's their kind of online signature saying I have agreed to these terms. Since it's free, there's not a whole lot of terms that stick, but here they are. So once you do that, hit complete order, and I need to make sure this is correct. Accept. I put a space in the wrong spot. I'll correct that. Bang, there it goes. Next step. It's going to ask for what you want as your basic domain name. Now this is the eEdge website. You can't do anything with this website. So you're just simply making up a name there. I'm going to make it my first and last name. Well, I might if I actually typed it all right. CHRISALTMAN.kwrealty.com. So it'll create this website. It'll create this email address. That's really for the background systems that exist and the background website that they create for you. There's not a whole lot of reason to really remember this, but make it easy. Don't make this funky numbers and letters that you're not going to remember. You may have to know this later on in some setup, so just make sure you remember what you made this right here. Once I hit finish setup, note that it's a .kwrealty.com, so it's actually a domain managed by somebody else. So you're not going to get SEO credit for this. You're probably not going to drive business to this. Especially now that we have the Playster sites up and running. They're far better, far more SEO friendly, and more capable. But this is a process that Market Leader has to go through in order to set up your account, which is fine. All right. So here you go. You can download. It says you're now ready to start using eEdge. So this gives you some resources. There's an eEdge 101 training guide. If you're a new agent, this might help quite a bit. Tap into your resources. This will actually get you there, get you to the eEdge site. And then there's add-ins and add-ons and stuff like that that you can put in. And of course, they again want you to go to Pro or to Business Suite and all that kind of good stuff. So since I am ready, I don't need to do any of this. I'm done with my eEdge setup. Now, it might take a little while for this to actually propagate through everything and be accessed through my KW account. So be patient. But let's go ahead and click on this right here, mykw.kw.com/eEdge, and see what happens. Okay, this just goes to the MyKW eEdge resources. So this is where like your database startup workshop, some options, technology setup, some trainings, that kind of stuff. So this just takes you to a little bit of support page, who you email for support if you need support on certain things. Now, if I go back home, I click on the MyKW symbol, it goes back to MyKW. Right? I'm going to wait for it to fully load in. There we go. If I click on My Contacts, let's see what happens now. I have not done this, so this could totally backfire on me, or it could work very well. It definitely does take a little while. Look at that. Looks like it's trying to resolve the right site. There we go. I am back in eEdge Basic. I have no contacts. Here's my normal eEdge control panel. So from here, I can do a few things. First thing I want to do is upload my contacts, or I can go make sure my profile is correct. I think that'll be a different video for us. So I'm gonna do this later. I want to talk about contacts right now. So if I hover over contacts, I have this option right here that says import/export. If I click there, I've got my import dialog box here. I want to check which type of list. These three at the bottom, Outlook, Top Producer, My Real Estate Tools, these are very specific lists out of these programs. So if you're not uploading a list that came from one of these programs, then yours is a basic contact list. If you have any questions on what that list should look like, you can download the basic contact list template right here. This button right here will download a very quick Excel spreadsheet that will show you what it should look like. So see, this first column is first name, last name, email address, address 1, address 2, or address 1, city, state, zip, home, phone, title, and then on and on and on and on and on. Remember, you have to have a first name, last name, and an email address or a physical address to make a contact. If all you have is a first name, last name, and a phone number, it's not a contact. If all you have is a first name, last name, and a phone number, you should call that phone number and get their email address or their physical address, and then they're a contact. So from here, now that you've downloaded this right here, you have the basic template for upload. I'm going to make another video, because this one's already pushing 8 minutes, that'll talk about how to make this template uploadable, how to pull your contacts into here from what I sent out to you. So thanks for listening. I hope that helps.